Hi everyone, I'm Alex and I'm the founder of TravelSisters. We're a female-only travel community and usually we'd empower you to travel safely together by using our app. But lockdown kind of sucks. So here's our special coronavirus travel interview series. I'll be interviewing some interesting and fun travel sisters from our community living across the whole world. And if you want to join and have a travel chat with me as well, then make sure to join our group and let us know. Hi Gloria, welcome and thank you for joining me today. And how about we start with introducing you quickly and telling us where you are and how's lockdown on your end?
Hi, my name is Gloria Matabaro, and I'm living in Richmond, Virginia, USA. And we've been in lockdown for almost a month now. And I've mostly been staying home and working from home, but I also had to go to the office last week because I work in the power industry. So we still have to keep the power on. So I've been going.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, I've been going to work at least once a month, like 1 week a month. Yeah, but for the next 2 weeks, I'll be working from home.
Okay, going crazy yet, or how are you coping?
I'm kind of coping. The first 2 weeks were really hard because I was trying to find a routine, not knowing what to do. And plus I was coming back from the UK when they locked down everything. So I had to quarantine myself for 2 weeks. Oh. So that was the hardest part because I had to like separate myself from everything. Even my roommates, we couldn't be close to each other. But when the self-quarantine 2 weeks were done, I was able to just, like be in contact with my roommate and yeah. So that was better. But now I kind of have a routine, so now it's better.
Nice. For me, the routine is waking up at 11 a.m. trying to improve on it, but... Okay, next question. What are the top 3 things to do in your area?
So in my area, I would say, so we in Richmond City. Richmond is a small city, but there's still a lot going on. So I like trying local restaurants. So those are some of my main things to do in Richmond. And we have parks, we have this small town called Carytown, and it's a very nice little town where you have different types of small stores, restaurants, and they even have seatings outside. So people just go there to walk with their dogs or eat. So that's one place I like to hang out in Richmond. And then we have Washington, D.C., which is maybe 2 hours drive from here. So that's something that people in Richmond like to do. They'll take a trip to DC and visit museums and any other types of festivals they have. And then we have Virginia Beach, which is also a little bit far, but just 2 hours drive. So during the summer, we like to go to Virginia Beach and just enjoy the ocean and also walk around because they have some really nice beach houses and streets. Yeah, so those are my top 3 things to do here.
Nice. And what are your top 3 favorite places that you've traveled to?
My top 3.
It's a hard question, I know.
Yeah, it's hard. But the first one is Israel.
Okay.
Yes, I went to Israel 3 years ago for like 12 days. It was a very intense trip, but I enjoyed almost everything that I did. So I went on a pilgrimage tour. So I was able to see the city and see local people. And also I was able to see people from all around the world coming there. So that was everywhere I walked, I could hear people speak French or languages from their own countries. So it was just a beautiful thing to see all these people in one place. And I loved how white the city was, especially Jerusalem. And I like England. I've been to England 2 times, and I love going to London because I'm a big fan of old buildings. So I love walking around, especially Oxford, and just walking in those small streets and look at the buildings. It just reminds me of old time. Yeah, just to see that. Yeah, and my third one, that's a little bit hard. Yeah, I would say I like California.
Okay, yeah.
USA. Yeah, I like California. I've been there a couple of times, and it's really I love seeing the beaches and how clear they are and beautiful. And I love the weather in California. It's always warm. I don't like the cold. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. If you like old buildings and you said England, have you been to York?
No.
Then that will be my top recommendation for you, because I think you'd love it. If England generally, and already with the old buildings in London and Oxford, then York it's stunning. It's not too far from where I'm living at the moment, so yeah.
Okay. I'll note that on my list to do a place to visit.
And number 4, if money didn't matter, where would you go right after lockdown?
I'd go to Paris.
Okay. Yeah. First time or?
First time. I actually was going to go to Paris when I was in England, but I couldn't go anymore because I had to come back home. So I speak French, but I'm always fascinated with French from France. So that's something, because I'm originally from Africa. So I always want to be in a place where I could hear people speak French like everywhere, and also I love Paris. I want to see the Eiffel Tower and the museums, eat their pastries.
Oh yeah, all the pastries.
Yeah, so definitely Paris.
Okay, and then last but not least, what's your personal top travel tip?
My personal top travel, is it just one or?
You can come out with more, that's totally fine. We all like travel tips, so I'm sure the community won't mind if you have a few more tips for them.
Yeah, okay. I would say I'm more of a how can I say this? I'm not a planner. Okay. So I just go with whatever I come up with, and sometimes that could be overwhelming because you have all these crazy ideas that you want to follow through, but then it doesn't work well. So I've been learning how to plan my trips. So if I go somewhere, I have a lot of places to go and like look at restaurants. So definitely planning for a trip has become a big thing that I do. And also I like to go to local places. I feel like there is a beauty in that. Like I can go to places that other people have seen, like big landmarks, but there is such a beauty with like seeing local stuff. You connect more with the country or the place that you're visiting. Yeah. And also just talk to people. Yeah. Instead of, just like trying to like get things on your list and get done with them, but take time to speak with people on your trip. You end up making long-time friends or or you can even get like tips that people don't know because you're talking to like to people. Yes. So those are the things I would recommend. Okay, thank you so much for contacting me. It was such a pleasure to talk with you, and I've been following your page. It's really nice to just see how supportive it is for women to travel. And
thank you.
Yeah, very
Awesome.
nice.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, bye.